It's a bright new day in Cameroon and you're watching the press review on JDC+TV. We opened this Thursday, October 22 edition with the Guardian Post newspaper. It carries as main headline, Northwest Regional Assembly candidates vow to block move to impose through Angwafo III as president. According to the paper, a group of Northwest CPDM candidates for the December 6th, 2020 regional election have vowed to put up a never-seen spirited fight to block what they say is a well-calculated move to impose for Nangwafo's son as the regional assembly president. The paper notes that this region has a single list, that of the ruling party, for the election, meaning that the CPDM victory at the said election is not subject to any debate. Read more on page 3. Still with the Guardian Post, we learned that Christians in Kumbo, Tuesday, October 20, stormed a hideout of gunmen suspected to be separatists, freeing dozens of their peers kidnapped for taking part in a march for peace earlier that Tuesday. The peaceful march was organized by the Bishop of the Kumbo Diocese, Georges Ko, to call for an end to violence and a return of peace to the crisis-hit regions. Read more on page 5. Before moving on to the next paper, let's take this human interest story. The Guardian Post says that a man allegedly confesses killing the wife and raping the 9-year-old daughter. The incident happened in Sa, in the Lekkie division in the Central region of Cameroon. The alleged killer, Felix Ngwele, is said to have disclosed to security officers that he killed and buried his pregnant wife, Dorothy Njeuma, in 2014. And the story continues on page 4. Our next stop is with the Post newspaper, which tells us that Professor Njeuma unmasked corrupt administrators, chiefs in Yubi land racket. It highlights that Bulu natives have nevertheless vowed to reclaim the ancestral land. In other news, the Post writes that Cameroon fires coach Yves Clément Aroga 3 months to the African Nations Championship (CHAN). The paper indicates that the decision was taken Wednesday, October 21, after an evaluation meeting on the team's preparedness ahead of the continental competition was made. Yves Clément Aroga was thus sacked for poor performances. The paper adds that in 11 matches played under his coordination, Intermediate Lions recorded 6 victories, 5 draws and 1 loss. From the Post, we take Le Gideon newspaper, which picks up the same story on the Yubiland issue. Says Professor Dorothy Njeuma stings FACO administration, Mincaf, over the land wahala. Grab a copy of today's edition of Le Gideon newspaper and read more on her stand. We end this press review with the Horizon newspaper. The paper writes on a number of issues, including the donation of didactic material by Fonmukete Okoko to kids in Bafo. This initiative, which was lauded by many parents, will, according to the Horizon, help a great deal during this back-to-school period. And that does it for what the papers had to say today. Many thanks for watching. On to our next edition.